But because you won't defend yourself, somebody else has. And I over the last several months, I've fallen in love with this guy. I love Mark Levin because
what did Mark do?
You didn't hear what he said last night about you not defending yourself, and so he went on a rampage, and you know how he can get when he goes on a rampage defending you. Here's what he said last night.
There is a particular host who's being smeared all over the place. Now, early on, I didn't much like this guy, Glenn Beck. But I got a handwritten note from Glenn Beck a few years ago. And he says to me, what is this problem we have, you and I? I told him the problem we have. It turns out a producer, assistant producer, or something like that, was playing us one against the other. And he was magnanimous enough to reach out to me in his personal letter and in effect, say, let's have bygones be bygones, let's shake hands, and we did. Now, we don't socialize together, we don't travel together, we're not on the phone together, that sort of thing. But I met him and his wife twice, and they're lovely people. He's a very religious man. You don't have to agree with him. He's a very religious man. And he is being trashed, and he is being smeared, and things he says are being taken out of context. He's being brutalized. People want to destroy him and destroy his career because he doesn't support Trump. He's campaigning out there for Ted Cruz. Now, why would you do that to him? If he's as bad as they say, why not leave him alone and he'll do what he does and off he goes? Why the hate for Glenn Beck? I'm not a special pleader for Glenn Beck. I've never been to his house. I mean, I don't socialize with the man. At CPAC, he and his wife and me and my fiance, we had a quick lunch, said hello. It was very friendly. And we left. I sat down with a lot of people at CPAC, and by the way, including people who hate each other, for interviews and other things. But day in and day out, this assault on Glenn Beck, to what end? To ruin him? They're not going to ruin him. Again, you don't have to agree with him. You don't have to agree with the things he says, his religious beliefs and so forth. That has nothing to do with anything anyway. So what? So what? I think the difference is, and maybe it's a religious view of his or personal, or I don't know. He doesn't really fight back. I don't take crap. And I never will take crap. I never did as a kid. I never did as a young adult, and I won't now. I just won't. And if somebody's out to ruin me, I will address it. I will become obsessed with it. I have never liked bullies, ever. Even bullies who were bigger than I, and they regret it. But Beck doesn't work that way. He just doesn't. And day in and day out, that guy is attacked. And I like him. As I said, we don't have to agree on everything. I don't agree on everything. I don't even know everything he believes in. I just don't follow these guys that much. That said, I don't like bullies. And I don't like this viciousness. I'll tell you what. It's very strange, this community in talk radio. It's actually quite small, particularly at the national level. The hosts with the big audiences, they're always targeted by somebody. By backbenchers. By Lilliputians. By sycophants. Somebody always wants to put one of us out of business. In fact, some of these jerks want to put one of us out of business, and they're among us.
Wow.
But that for another day. I don't know why I decided to talk about this. I just did. And I'm glad I didn't.
There, I said it.
I'm glad he did.
I said it.
Thank you.
There, I said it.
I mean, is that great? That's just so
Interesting that he said.
Nice.
It's interesting that he said they are among us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice from Mark Levin.
Very nice. Very nice. Appreciate that.